Hello, Rich Kids. I'm Victor.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're your Rich Kids directors. Enjoy your video.
When things are tough, what gives you hope? Maybe it's spotting brand new baby leaves growing on the bare trees? Or a card in the mail from your grandma? Maybe snuggling your puppy gives you hope? Or a high five from a friend? Sometimes an awesome new song can help you find hope. When you keep your eyes open, you can see how hope shows up in so many different ways. But they all share something. See, these moments of hope remind us of the way the world is supposed to be. When people turned away from God, the world was broken. But God didn't leave us alone. God sent Jesus to live with us, to give up his life for us, and to return to life. Because of Jesus, death and brokenness did not get the final say. When we follow Jesus, we are restored to relationship with God. Because Jesus is alive, hope is alive. We can know that in the end, God will make everything right. As we live out the hope that something good can come from something bad, others can see God at work. And that's why hope is an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship is about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
Situation is hopeless. When it looks like things aren't going the way I wanted, I remember
Hey, welcome to Story Lab. This week, we're taking a look at the best place to put your eyes. What?
Hey, I'm Skylar.
And I'm Sebastian.
We're talking about why the story of Jesus is good news.
In all the ways that it can give us hope.
I hope you will tell me why you're on your phone in the middle of Story Lab.
Ooh, sorry, I just can't figure out this text. Zeke keeps texting emojis.
Huh. I, B, leaf, lamb, sheep? Oh, you!
Me?
No. You like the sheep. Yes, you, but no, you like the sheep. I, B, leaf, you. I believe you.
How'd you do that?
Practice, my friend.
Sometimes I wish I lived in the olden days, before emojis.
You'd have to go back about 5,000 years.
What? Oh, Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Yep, they were like the first emojis.
What's that?
This says Skylar.
Ah, and Sebastian.
You got it. Then we jump all the way to the 1990s, when these started showing up in chat rooms.
Oh, emoticons.
Super old school.
My dad still uses those.
Then, in 1999, a Japanese designer created this set of 176 emojis for a cell phone company. Emoji is a mashup of the Japanese words for picture and letter.
So pixely.
Now, there are over 3,000 emojis.
All right, if emojis are here to stay, then I challenge you to an emoji ultimatum.
Let's play it.
All right, here's your official emoji ultimatum. Go!
X, don't, stop, no, 1, 2, 3, stop, count. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
That was supposed to be harder. Artist eggs, painting. Artist eggs?
Artist eggs?
No, dyed Easter eggs. That was a total softball, and I almost missed it.
Catch.
Ah!
Way to keep your eye on the ball. Egg.
Speaking of keeping your eye on the right things, it's time for...
The story before the story.
Today we're in the book of Hebrews. Hebrews is one of the 21 letters in the New Testament, written to new Jesus followers.
These letters share the radical new way Jesus wants us to live.
Because of Jesus,
All people were viewed as valuable. The believers knew that God loves everyone.
this new way of living upset both religious leaders and government officials.
Who made things hard for the new Christians.
So, the author of Hebrews wrote to a group of Jesus followers to encourage them.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Erica. There is a lot we don't know about the book of Hebrews, like exactly who wrote it. But we do know they were writing to a group of Jewish believers facing tough times. In fact, what those Jesus followers experienced was so difficult that some believers were just giving up, walking away. This letter to the Hebrews is a challenge and encouragement to stick with it, because faith in Jesus is always worth it. In chapter 11, we read about a group of women and men from the Old Testament scriptures: Abraham and Sarah, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, and his mom and dad, and many more. Not one of those people was perfect, but they chose to trust God and act in faith. This is the backdrop for today's verses in chapter 12. Let's take a look.
A huge cloud of witnesses is all around us.
When I hear cloud, I think, whoa! Not that kind of cloud. In this case, a cloud just means, well, a lot. That cloud of witnesses is all the people of faith who've come before us. That does include Abraham and Joseph, but it also includes people throughout time who have put their faith in God and trusted Jesus. And let me tell you, that number is huge! Billions of people! When you choose to follow Jesus, you are not alone. You are joining with a giant group of people who knew that following God is not always easy, but it's always worth it. Now, stay with me, because we've still got a ways to go. A huge cloud of witnesses is all around us.
So let us throw off everything that stands in our way. Let us throw off any sin that holds on to us so tightly. And let us keep on running the race marked out for us.
Because we're encouraged by all the people of faith who have come before us, we can run hard in following Jesus. But that means letting go of some things. Think of it this way. Have you ever run a race? Picture yourself sprinting for that finish line. But wait! Stop! Now, imagine yourself wearing a giant backpack full of rocks and heavy iron shoes on your feet. Are you running as fast now? Are you running at all? As Hebrews reminds us, sin weighs us down and distracts us from following Jesus. Sin is anything that breaks our relationship with God and other people. Things like being unkind or hurtful, lying, or taking something that isn't yours. You can throw off sinful action or choice by asking God to forgive you and asking anyone else you've hurt to forgive you too. That doesn't mean you'll never do something wrong again, but you can trust that God will forgive you and take away the weight, even if you don't feel different right away. Then you have to have more energy to commit to following Jesus. We read in Hebrews,
Let us keep looking to Jesus. He is the one who started this journey of faith, and He is the one who completes the journey of faith. He paid no attention to the shame of the cross. He suffered there because of the joy He was looking forward to. Then He sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. He made it through these attacks by sinners.
keep looking to Jesus. It's true that we can't see Jesus with our physical eyes right now, but we can choose to think about everything that Jesus has done for us. Jesus, God's very own Son, chose to come to earth, live as a human being, to get hungry and tired and dirty and experience pain and suffering. Jesus chose to give up his life, to take the consequences of our sin. Then, Jesus returned to life. Through all of this, Jesus made a way for us to be in relationship with God forever. When you face difficult situations, you can remember that Jesus knows how you feel. Jesus has promised to be with us no matter what. Let's check out the final part of our verse.
So think about him, Jesus. Then you won't get tired. You won't lose hope.
When things seem hard in your life, keep your mind and your heart focused on what Jesus has done for you. And keep your eyes fixed on the finish line, knowing that in the end, God has promised to make everything right for those who follow Jesus. When you hold on to this truth, it will begin to grow hope inside of you, even on the most difficult days. The end.
So I'm not much of a runner in real life, but this makes me want to go out and start training.
Actually, I think that's what we're all doing right now.
Yep. When we spend time studying God's Word, we train our brain to focus on Jesus.
So, what's our part in the story?
Great question. It's easy to think that hard times and hope are far away from each other, but difficult things actually shape us to be more like Jesus, which grows hope inside of us.
Hope is believing that something good can come out of something bad.
The most terrible thing ever, the death of God's own Son, Jesus, brought about the greatest good ever. That when we follow Jesus, we get to live forever with God.
So God can bring something good out of even the hardest parts of your life.
Our job is simply to keep our eyes fixed on Jesus.
When you're struggling in math class,
If your mom loses her job,
if kids at school are saying mean things about you,
Jesus doesn't promise to take all those things away.
but he does promise to be with you every step of the way.
You've got that right. See you next time.
Bye. So here's the thing. Whatever happens, keep looking to Jesus,
Cause he's right there with you.
cheering you on.
Hold on, I got it.
Nicely done.
Also, I'm ready for...
A chocolate bunny.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time.
Let's do another. Okay, detective, magnifying glass. I got this. Easter egg hunt.
Yes! Glasses, old guy, weird looking hat. Steve!
iPad kid. Oh yeah, it's Steve.
Yes!
Hey Ridge Kids, we hope you enjoyed the video this week.
And if you did, hit that like button and subscribe.
The Ridge Kids videos come out on a weekly basis.
So we'll see you next week. Bye!